Peace and love, family. Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual fiddles. And today I'm going in on things to say at your altar. This is a good one, family. This is a good one. Things to say at your altar. This is a good one because, like a lot of new altar practitioners, it may be challenging figuring out what it is you should be saying at your altar. In the beginning, I don't know what I should be saying at my altar. I don't know if I needed to be sulking on my knees. Oh, please help me, please. I didn't know what to say. But after years of being at my altar, I realized your altar is nothing more than an extension of your spirituality. So wherever you are spiritually, that's what you should be saying at your altar. Now, what I do, I always start out with 3 Anabacoas, 3 divine prayers. I say the Anabacoa 3 times. I say the Body of Light mantra 3 times, and I always end with the Isnisa Vajrayani. Again, that's just something I do, because when I say those mantras, I'm smelling my ancestor money burning. I'm smelling the sage. I'm smelling the Palo Santo burning, and it just gets me in that mood. You know, your altar practices is a ritual, and you want to do the same thing every time. And that's how I start my altar practices out, the same way every time. And I've been doing it for years. When I first started, I just used to sit there for like 30 minutes and speak in my mind. Now I speak out loud as if my ancestors can physically hear me. That's just what I do. You do as you see fit. However you do will change over time. As you grow spiritually, your practices will grow spiritually. In the beginning, I just had a picture of both my grandparents and my grandfather on my altar. Now I got like 50 transitioned ancestors on my altar. You know what I mean, family? Because I've grown and they've grown with me. Another thing that I do at my altar, I always give thanks to all the elements: earth, wind, fire, air, and water. You know what I mean? Earth, wind, fire, water, spirit. I give thanks to all the elements because a lot of people don't give thanks to the elements. And once I started doing that, it was like a different tier that I started to tap into when I started doing my ancestor practices. I also give thanks to all the deities that I have on my altar. If you just have one, just give thanks to the one you're rocking with. Again, you don't have to do any of this stuff, but your altar practices shouldn't be something like, it shouldn't be like work. Oh, I got to do my altar work. I got to go to work. It shouldn't be like that. It's something that you're practicing. And though that's just the words that I choose to use. I do my altar practices. Another thing that I say, I always give thanks to myself. I always give thanks to all my ancestors, known and unknown. And any being, any spirit, any deity that's watching over me and my ancestors, I always give thanks to them as well. You really can't go wrong. You just don't want to be saying any like curse words. You don't want to be, you know what I mean, saying nothing negative, barnyard vernacular at your altar, because it's your sacred place. And the way you program your sacred place will help you reprogram your reality. I program my altar with a lot of love and light. So in turn, it gives me a lot of love and light. You know, your altar is a portal. So whatever you give it is what you're giving to your ancestors. Is what you're giving to the gods. You know what I'm saying? I always tell my ancestors to take the energy from this food and the water and allow it to open up doors of opportunity for you. You know what I mean? I don't want you to think that the ancestors are going to just come out and bite that sandwich you have on your altar. I don't want you to think that. Okay, family? Because it just won't happen like that. They're going to take the energy that's in the food and the water and use that. When you burn an ancestor money, if you say this is for my ancestors known and unknown, it's going to go to all your ancestors. If you want, this is what I do on birthdays, or when I'm feeling like somebody needs, one of my transitioned ancestors needs a little something special, I write their name on the ancestor money and I burn it and I say their name. You know, that's just what I do. If you know your ancestor's name and you know their mother's name, say that. Say that. This is for my Aunt Emma, whose mother was this. You know what I mean? If you choose to. You really can't go wrong. I really want you guys to have some spiritual ingenuity. I don't want you guys to think that, oh, you got to do what Chris Enlightened says or what anyone else says. Find your own thing. You know, when I first started doing my ancestors' practices, I didn't go on YouTube and look up videos on what I should be saying. I just said what was in my heart. And over time, it just kind of stuck. You know what I mean? Similar to this video opening. Winning. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back and we'll give us some more spiritual vittles. I never wrote that out. Over time, it just came. It just came to me. And that's what's going to happen with you the more you do your ancestor practices. Again, your ancestor altar is nothing more than a physical representation of your spirituality. That's it. As you grow, it will grow. Have fun at your ancestor altar. One of the key things you should be doing is going every day. Try to go in the morning. If you want to, go at night. Do you. Whenever you eat, give your ancestors a little something. You know me, I do a lot of cooking at home. Big boy love to eat. So I like to give my ancestors food that I make. You know, and I make it good for them too. I don't just slap a piece of bread on there. You know what I'm saying? If I make some mashed potatoes, I put seasoning on it like I'm going to eat it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give my ancestors faucet water. That's all you have. If you drink tap, give your ancestors tap. Me, I don't drink tap. Again, it's not, I don't want to say it's wrong, give your ancestors tap. But if you don't drink tap, don't give your ancestors tap water. You know what I'm saying? If you eating filet mignon and lobster tails, don't make your ancestors peanut butter and jelly sandwiches unless that's what they love to eat. But I'm sure you got some ancestors out there that love steak, filet mignon, and things like that. So you know what I'm saying, family? Treat your ancestors as if you were going to treat yourself. Whatever you put out on your altar is what you get back. It's just as simple as that. The same way you invest in spiritual tools, if you invest in $1 tool, you're going to get dollar results. If you invest in $1,000 tools, you're going to get $1,000 results. You can't trick spirit. You can't trick the universe, and you can't trick your higher self. Your intent modifies future probability of success, family. So when you intend earnestly and wholeheartedly and consistently, when you intend to do good and really take care of your ancestors, I assure you, they'll take care of you. One thing, family. Before I started working with my ancestor altar, before I started investing in spiritual tools and things like that, I was getting pulled over by the police. I was having all type of strange things happen to me. Low vibratory things happen to me. But after I've been rocking with my ancestor altar, investing in spiritual tools and helping people, I haven't had any issues. No issues. No one that I know that have their ancestor altar up, taking care of their ancestor altar, really putting in that work, have these issues that other people around the world are having. So if you want to be drama free, if you want to get all that detritus out your life, start helping out your ancestors. And I assure you, 100% your life will change over time. You put your ancestor altar up for 2 weeks, burning ancestor money. In 2 weeks, you might not get no results. But if you do it for 6 months, I guarantee you'll get consistent results. It's just as simple as that. But your ancestors and the universe and your higher self know your intent. If you just go into your ancestor altar just to get something out of it, it ain't like that. You're going to your ancestor altar to help your ancestors, family. So say things that's pleasing to the ear of your ancestors. Use high vibratory lexicons and vernacular when you're at your altar. Okay? So on that note, family, I hope you got some jewels on some things to say at your ancestor altar. It's your boy Chris Enlightened. If you want to support me, go out to Amazon.com. Pick up any one of my 5 books. The Enlightened Taught, Poverty Consciousness, Wealth Consciousness, Dissolving Your Limitations, and Consciousness Equals Choice. Ooh, my latest book, Consciousness Equals Choice. If you're listening to this video right now, I'm telling you, go out to Amazon.com right now, and purchase Consciousness Equals Choice. It's a literary masterpiece, family. I wrote that book off the dome, just like all my books. And it's a banger. It's a banger. So on that note, family, it's your boy Chris Enlightened. You already know what we doing. I'm out here winning.